Okay, hi Sarah, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, we will get started. Okay, we have all the people I'm waiting for. So today we are going to teach you the Python 1, starting this course called Python 1. Okay, so Python 1, we call it the name of Python Programming Essential. Python Programming Essential. Okay, so it's a college first semester programming course. Okay. So we call it CS31. Okay, CS31. So, but I'm going to talk about the course series first. Okay. So in terms of this, Python is a simple language. Okay. It's probably the most easy language to start with. Okay. So we start with CS31. Okay. Basic Python program. Then CS32. Python object-oriented programming, then CS33, Python game design, and then CS35, Python data structure. Okay, so we only would teach this Python 31, okay? And then if you go to Berkeley, you will need to have, you will start from CS 30, actually 61A, that equivalent to Python 4. So it actually, you need to have all of these before you can go to, I'm sorry, even this one, to go to the Berkeley's CS61. Okay. So Python's starting part is very easy. So it's easy to learn. But when it get harder, it can be very hard. Okay. Can be extremely hard. So compared to Java, the basic language portion, uh, Python is very light, very easy, very light. Okay, so starting the basic Python, Python is smaller. So for Python 1, this is smaller. Java is actually bigger. Okay, but once it go into the more advanced part, Java, Python probably 10 times or 100 times bigger than Java because it handle the game, it handle the database, it handle the AI. Okay, a lot of things to do. Data science, a lot of things to do. Okay. So basically, don't overlook Python. Okay. So initially it's easy, but it will get harder. Okay. You'll get harder. So you need to continue to learn a lot of things after Python 1 is finished. So basically, we usually suggest students to take a data science course. So we do Python. And then in terms of that is the Python 1, we teach you some basic data science. But later we encourage you to take data science. And then after data science, take machine learning and AI. Okay, so that's the path. Okay, so this is about what we have for Python. And then our course. Okay. So in Friday we have one course that's a Chinese version. We call it Brief Python. So Brief Python is in Mandarin format, Chinese. Okay. And it covers the first 4 chapters of this course. So this course is a little bit bigger. It has 13 chapters, but usually we may teach up to 11, 10 or 11. Okay, depends. And number 12 and 13, it already go into APCSA region, so we don't repeat that. So we may teach up to the 11 chapter, but we start with the same brief Python part. So brief Python will go over Python language once, and then we go into harder data collection part. That's chapter 5 to chapter 8. And then we go into class and more bigger project development. Okay, so this course is intended to be bigger than the brief Python we cover in the Friday course. So the Friday course, we call it brief Python because students usually are younger, like 6, 7, 8th grade. And this course will be 9th grade and above, okay? 9th grade and above. So you need to behave like a high school student. Otherwise, you are not qualified for this course, okay? You need to behave like a high school student. We do not expect younger age student to join. But some student, I do allow them to join earlier. I'm expecting they can behave much better than normal 6th grader or 7th grader. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So you need to work on the course independently. We don't have time to babysit any student in this course, okay? You need to be easier. That would be brief Python. You just take the first 4 chapters, that's it. More than that, you will feel very complicated and difficult, okay? Any question? Like Titus, do you have question?
No, seems pretty good to me.
Okay, so no question. I'm going to erase these. I'm not very good in using this Zoom's. I'm not very good in using Zoom's Preppo. Okay, I used to use their classic one. That's actually better. I don't like this new one. Okay, anyway, I'm still learning using this whiteboard. So anyway, we'll get started. Okay. So first thing is about our course material. So I do give you 2 courses. So the brief Python Mandarin version and also give you a CS31 version, 2 of them, okay? And the Chinese version is okay. There are some PDF you can download, okay? You can download from there. So basically you got this one, okay? You can download some slides from there. And this one, the 2. Okay, so this one is for Friday course, this one for today's course. But we will use some of the material here because it's easier to get started, okay? Okay, so these are 2 courses you would have. If you don't, you let me know, okay? If you don't, let me know. So first, let's go to this simple one. So the simple one, a lot of Chinese, but you don't worry, okay? You go to the chapter 1, and then the slides over here, and you click on the PDF, okay? And you got the PDF file. You go to the GitHub, and you can download from here. Here you have the download button, okay? So this one is that. Homework, we do not need you to work on it, but if you work on it, I'm happy, okay? So it's okay. And your homework will be on this 31 course, okay? So this one is our course. And the textbook we use is this one, Jiang Zera's course. And Jiang Zera is a professor in Loyola Marymount University down at Los Angeles, okay? So we are using this course by Weinberg College, okay? It actually where he teach, but he moved to other college as well. So anyway, this is a textbook, okay? And then that's a textbook. You can download it, okay? And we will, in the middle, we will actually use the coding back for Python as well, okay? So when we start, maybe week 2, week 3, we will open a coding session and you will get started, okay? But before that, I would need you to finish the solo learn for Python. So for students who take my course before, you know that I would like you to get started for introduction to Python. So you follow that chapter by chapter, okay? I'm sorry, I missed it. So you follow that chapter by chapter, and then until some point, I'll allow you to get started for our coding bed, okay? Okay, so that's the coding bit and solo learn. Solo learn I'll go over it later. Okay, a little bit, a bit. But that's a practice part. Okay, so there's a practice, there's a homework, there's also lecture. Okay, this course is like that. So going back to here, so here we do have the slices that you don't need to take too much note, but for some part, my handwriting, I take a picture and post to the group, and you can actually basically write down the notes, okay, by yourself. So a notebook and pencil is also needed, okay. But we'll go over these slices. Okay, this is the course material so far. Any question so far?
No.
And then the purple one is the demo code. You can download a demo code and actually unzoom it and run it by yourself. And there are true and false questions and also homework. Okay. So you actually will experience harder problem compared to the Friday homework. Okay. It will be harder. And homework is usually due when our lecture is done and then 1 week after it. Okay, so don't need to ask me where is the homework and when is the homework due. Whenever we finish chapter 1, you just need to work on the chapter 1's homework. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Don't ask me the question like when would be the homework and which is the homework. It always described over here. So for example, you chapter 1 homework, you work on practice exercise 1, 2, 3, problem 1, problem 2, problem 3.
好少人哦，所以他们那边的人好少。係啊。
Can you mute a little bit if you are not talking about in the class? Mute yourself, okay? We don't need the background noise, okay? Okay, so that's actually is a material, okay? So for students who is actually auditing this course, is okay. You are welcome. You want to work on homework, I'm also welcome you, okay, to work on it, okay? So this is a course homework and submission of homework. You click on this, okay? You need to be a student. Let me change it to student role. So you will see something like this. You click on the homework, you can add submission, okay? So add submission, you can choose the file by clicking on the arrow and choose file, okay? And see whatever file you want to submit. For example, this picture, okay? And then upload the file. Okay, after that, you save change, okay? So after you save change, you need to submit the assignment, then I will grade it. If you don't submit it, I don't actually grade on it because you can still change it. So now let me edit it, okay? So this one, I don't like my homework, so I click on it, click delete, and then it's okay. That the file is deleted. So that's one way you submit your homework. Another way is that you can actually drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop. Let me try to find a program. So if you want to drag and drop, you go to the directory that you have your Python program. So let's see. Let's assume that you are on this directory. Okay. And we have several files over it. Let me pick one. So let's assume this graphic one is the one you want to submit. You just drag and drop over here. The file is in, you can save and submit, okay? So again, you need to submit assignment. So click submit assignment. It will be submitted. After you submit it, you cannot change the content unless that you told me. You told me I'll actually allow you more chance to modify it. But if you do not update it, then actually we don't allow you to change. Is that okay so far? So you modify your program until you are sure you are going to submit, then you submit it, okay? If you are not sure, then you don't submit, okay? Is that okay so far?
Yes.
Okay, no question. I'm returning to the teacher mode. So this one is the student mode. I'm returning to the teacher mode, okay? Let me see, okay. So let me check the chapter 1. So chapter 1, now one student submit, that's me, okay? And then I'm still student role. Let me change to my teacher role. So here I can see it. So I can grade it, okay? So I can grade it. So different student I can grade it, okay? So right here I have my panel that I can grade the homework. I can view all submissions, and then there are students who submit and who don't submit, okay? Right here, I have all the view for every student. Okay, so that's chapter 1's submission, and then you work on it, okay? After this chapter. So if I finish chapter 1, you work on it, okay? So today we are going to get started for the Python, okay? For the Python. We are going to use the brief Python for 4 chapters because this is my optimized script, my optimized slices to teach you Python, okay? And then you will go around the Python language once, and then you can start to do project, and then we will go into the data structure in more detail and also loop in more detail, okay, to teach you more features of the Python. But first 4 week, expecting first 4 week or 5 week will be on the brief Python, okay? And you prepare yourself before you can work on the coding bed, okay? That's the plan. And the Friday course, we will only cover the brief Python primarily for the 8-week course, for the 3 months course, okay? So Friday will be slower, and this one will be faster, okay? Okay, anyway, we get started with this brief Python, okay? Okay, so brief Python will go over the Python once, okay? The material is similar to the first 4 chapters of the Jiang Lera's textbook. Okay, so don't worry, we will have a nice transition on the 2 courses. So first, the Python installation and Python idle. I think everybody is fine here. Okay, Python is a general purpose, high level language. Okay, so low level language is machine code. Is actually the executable code that the machine would understand. High level language is a language that human know. Is more like English-like language. Okay, so this chapter will help you to learn Python 3 step by step. Python 3 is because that we all install Python 3. Most of the students install Python version 3.12.3. Okay, that's the newest version that available in Python website. But they do have Python 1, Python 2 before, and then Python 3. Python 2 and 3 are not compatible. So almost like 2 language, okay? Almost like 2 language. But we are teaching primarily on Python 3, okay? Nowadays, actually, on Python 3 only. But you look at internet, you may bump into some older example. Those are Python 2, okay? Sometimes the example doesn't work because it's Python 2 or even Python 1, and they may not work. Python was invented in the year 92, okay? So it's almost 30-something years already. So they go over different versions. Python is not popular before 2000, maybe 7, 8, okay? Before that, Python not popular. And then later it become very, very popular because a lot of people using it, okay? So Python 2 is not as popular as Python 3. After Python 3, it become very, very popular, okay? Okay, so that's the brief history for Python, okay? Okay, anyway, we will go to so this is download side. We don't install for you again, we talk about it. Next one is the Python interpreter and idle, okay? So Python interpreter. Python interpreter, we also call it Python shell, okay? And it's interpreting your script Python program or Python script to the machine, okay? So first, let's start using those prompt to start the Python's interpreter. So to get started with a Python, okay, let me create a Python 25 project. So right here, I'm going to use another one called BF1, okay. I'm sorry. Let me rename it. BF1, okay. So BF1 is your chapter 1, okay? Because later you would have go to the John Lera's chapters, okay? So right here we have a directory. I want to put my file in. You do Window R, okay? You do Window key and R key. You bring up this window runner dialog, okay? And then you type in CMD. CMD is for command, okay? CMD is for command. So you click OK. So you bring up this window, okay? Black window. So this black window is tell you that it's a C drive, and then you can change to E drive, different hard disk, okay? And then after you change to E drive or the drive that you are on, usually you are on C drive, okay? And you click the path and copy the path. I wasted. So you do CD and then change the directory to here. So here you have empty space. Okay, right here you do type Python and you bring up Python. So this is your Python interpreter. Okay, this is a Python interpreter. There are many commands you need to learn, but the one called exit function parenthesis, you get out of it. Okay, so one more time, you do Python get in exit parenthesis, you get out. So far, any question?
No.
How about Harrison? Are you okay? Harrison, are you okay?
No, I'm okay.
How about Stephen? Are you okay? You probably okay.
Yeah.
How about Titus? Are you okay? You probably also okay, right?
I don't think I have BlueJ.
You don't have BlueJ. Here we are Python. We don't need BlueJ.
Oh, okay.
If you need BlueJ, I can show you how to install, but after class, okay?
Okay.
You don't need BlueJ because you are on Python. You just need Python and idle and Visual Studio Code, okay?
Okay.
This is APCSP course, not APCSA course, okay? It's the principal course. It's not the APCSA course.
Okay.
Okay, and then for Rou Ying and Rou Xuan, are you okay so far?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, make sure you are okay. This one you get into the Python, but we don't encourage you to do this. This only when your program doesn't work or something, we do it, okay? So now we primarily using idle. So idle, you get started. Hey, I don't see idle. Oh, you coming. So for Rou Xuan, probably you just need to wait a little bit, okay? It will come up. So the same thing, you can type A equals 3, B equals 4, print A plus B, okay? So this one is the program, is an interpreter. You give command to the machine and it will give you the answer. So it's a question and answer based. Okay, this is question and answer based. Give one question, return answer. Give one question, you return answer, okay? So this one, we call it scripting. Because you refinish the script, you ask the interpreter, and the interpreter give you the answer. Okay, so it's like you talk to a interpreter. Say, for example, I speak in Chinese. Okay, 早安. Okay, and then interpreter will translate good morning to the one that listen to you, right? And then the guy will say, I'm fine. Okay, and then the interpreter will say, 我没事, right? Something like that. So this is called interpretation. Okay, there's another way of doing a translation on the machine. It's called compilation. It's different. Okay, it's different. It's called compiler. So compiler is different from interpreter. Compiler, basically, you finish a program, say C, A.C program. and then you go into a compiler, and then compiler create a .exe file for you. That's compilation. That's whole article being translated to machine code. Okay, so that's called compilation. Right here, Python use interpretation. Java is combines. Java first front end using the compilation. Back end use interpretation. Okay, and Python is fully interpreter based. So you pretty much talk to your Python interpreter all the time. Okay, now let's get started for Python language. So basically, you can say print, okay, hello. So you enter return, you will print the hello for you. Okay, so this one we do have a double quote, hello. This we call it a string. Okay, it called a string. And string is a combination of many characters. So each one of these we call it a character. Okay, a character is an English letter or number or punctuation mark. Okay, and then we actually combine many of them into a string. Okay, so this one let me explain actually explain it more. Okay, so string, okay, if you do double quote is a string. So if you do this, if you do print single quote hello, single quote, that's also a string. Okay, and then if you do print quote hello, quote it's also a string. So single quote, double quote, triple quote is all string. Any question about it?
No.
Okay. So this one I don't teach it in brief Python because it's too difficult. Okay, you need to remember too many things. But you guys are high school student, you should be able to handle it. Okay. My main audience in this course is high school students. Okay, so double quote, you put any text you like in there. That's a string. And then we will introduce variables. So I say A equals 3. And it doesn't respond, but it actually will save the variable A to a memory location. And you put 3 in there. Okay. So that's us here. Let's do print quote A. This one you print out A, right? It's a single character string that's called A. But you do print A. This one is a variable A. That's a different things. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So we do type A. That actually is an integer. We do type of the quote A quote. That actually is a string, str. That's a string. Okay. Any questions so far? No? No? Okay. So we teach you print, we teach you type, we teach you variable, okay? And for is another variable you store there, and you actually print A plus B, okay? Now let's get started for the first program. So you click on File, and then you are actually still in idle, but we actually put multiple command line into a file, and you will become a Python program. And we are expecting you to submit homework, everything in a .py file, okay? So right here, I'm going to start it, and I do A equals 3, B equals 4, print A plus B, okay? So this is the number 1 program we have. So that's a file, save us. and go to this PC, go to E drive, go to EC Academy, go to pre-AP 25, go to BlueJ, go to BF1. Okay, so here we are going to save it as addition program. So save it, you will create a file called addition.py. So you go to your hard disk. There is a file called BF. So this one is a text file. So you can even open with Visual Studio Code. Okay, no problem. Okay, so you will see that. Later we'll teach you programming in Visual Studio Code, but not right now. Okay, it's more complicated. You can also open with, choose a program, Notepad++. You modify it, you will still be changing. So C equals A plus B. And then you do save. And I go back to my Visual Studio Code. Let me open again. Let me close this one first. Okay, let me close it. Close it. So let me open again. So let me open the addition program. Oh, I'm sorry. I put it into the wrong directory. Should be this one. I'm sorry. I put it into the wrong directory. It's okay. I'll move it here. Okay, don't worry. I put it into BlueJ. Sorry for that. Let me cut this one. Put it in here. Let me create a different one. Okay. So let me call it Python development. So this one is for your course. So don't get mixed with other one. No, let me try again. Go to this one. Let it cut it. So this is how you move your files. First. It still doesn't work. It's okay. Let me create a new one. Let me do this. Okay. So when you copy, it doesn't work. You can do another way. Okay. So let's just move this brief file to the desktop. Okay. And then go to the destination location. And then move from desktop to here. Okay. This one not done. Let me actually delete it. Okay. So now I finished the movement. Okay. So you can use the desktop as a buffer to move your file to a different location. Okay. So right here, I do have this program, and I'm going to open it one more time. Okay, so they do have the C equals A plus B now. So basically, what you edit in Notepad++ or you edit in other editor, and you copy the file to your location, it will still work. Okay, you will see the difference, the change. So don't worry, you modify it with other editor. Okay, so after that, you can run it. So you run module, and you get a result of the 7. That's one way you run it. If you don't want to open the editor, you can also do import and then addition, but no .py. Okay, so import addition. You will run the script one more time. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
No.
So I'm teaching you how to use this idle environment, and everything you do here when you do work on the Windows, you use this Python here, it will also work. Okay, so here you do Python, and then you do import addition. Now also run it once. Okay, get out, and then you do Python, and you do addition.py. It will also work. Okay, any question? I teach you different way to run a script. Okay, any questions so far? So while I'm doing it, if you want to practice, you can also do your own following me, okay? Then you learn faster. Harrison, are you okay so far?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, anyway, this one we talk about the code, okay? This one we talk about the coding. And then if we put everything into a file, what will happen, okay? So usually we use the idle to do practice and then put things in file. When our code is more mature, we'll put into the file, okay? Okay, now this one, okay. So basically this one example, my Python script.py, you put a double quote, that's actually a string, okay? And another one, welcome to Python tutorial by eco24.com. That's also a string, okay? So you can put a string to print it, and you can run by Python and the file name. Now run the script, okay? That's another way you can run it. Okay, idle environment. So idle, you started from Python lib, idle lib, and there is an idle.bat file. Usually I copy its .bat on top of your desktop, okay? So you can access it easier. Okay, so idle is called integrated development and the learning environment, okay? So it's an integrated development environment. So Sarah, what is IDE?
It's like where you can like code.
Yeah. What is the difference between IDE and editor?
Uh, I'm not sure.
Editor is like this one. Notepad++ is text editor. You prepare your text file, but you cannot compile over here. Yes, you can. You can do compilation if you set up it correctly, that you can run. So you can actually set up the command line to run it. But usually I don't teach students to do that, okay? You can do some kind of the command, but I don't do it. It's actually very tedious. So this one, you only modify a text file. This one is text editor. BlueJ or say idle is a IDE, okay? Visual Studio Code is a very streamlined, very simple IDE, okay? It hook up with the compiler as well, but there's not much extra tool to use, okay? So IDE is a environment you can do editing of your text file. You can also compile it and get the result. So this one, the idle is a IDE because you can run on top of it. Okay, you can run on top of it. So if you don't like the word, you want to make it bigger, you can configure the IDE. You change to say 34 font. Then it will become much bigger. Okay, good for student to read, but a little bit too big. So I'll change it back to 22, okay? Change it back to 20. This is to adjust your font size. Okay, so IDE is a environment that you can develop your code, okay? So for the time being, we teach you idle because at this moment, you still need to switch between the text editor and the command line all the time. So it's better that you get IDE, you can work on both. It's harder for you to do checking of the data when you are in Visual Studio Code, okay? So we do not do that right now, okay? Is that okay so far? Once you are more mature, you can move on to Visual Studio Code, but not right now, okay? But not right now. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, so this one, ID, I think we have enough, okay? So next one, we are going into the basic syntax, okay? Basic syntax. So basic syntax, you need to know about what are the words that you can use and what is the meaning for them, okay? And also need to know about sentence structure and the program structures, okay? So first thing you need to know is about the ID, identifier, okay? So identifier is a name for variable, function, classes, module, and package, okay? So identifier in a way is called a name, okay? It's actually called a name. A name is an identifier. So you may have a variable, say you have A equals 3. A is a variable, okay? You may have a function, F function. Okay, you may have a class, module, package, okay? So those things we are not teaching you right now, don't worry, okay? So let's work on the variable first. So variable name can be starting with letter or underline. So you say underline 3, this is a variable, this is okay. You say A3, that's okay. You say ABC, that's okay. But you say 3A, no, this one is not a identifier. Is that okay? The first letter must be a letter or an underline. No, nothing else. After that, you can be a letter or number or underline. But the first letter can only be underline or letter. So far, okay? Any questions so far?
None.
How about Stephen? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do have that. And there are some hidden variable, underline, underline, add, underline, underline, ini. I will teach you later. Okay, this one too hard right now. Okay, so let's look at the Python statement. So Python statement is one line. They don't finish with semifinal, a semicolon, okay? That's a C double plus Java. So here we do not have a semicolon. But if you do semicolon, it will still work, okay? So let's go back to here. Okay, this time let's actually create a new file. This one, let's call it, let's see, this one, let's call it file save as. This one, let's save to a disk. So this one, let's put into here, Python tab, brief one. So here, let's call it student. Okay, call it student. So student program, I do have actually name equals John Smith. Okay, so this one you create a Python variable named name with the content. Okay, right here, I'm too long. I can change to the next line and then put a sharp. Sharp is command of no use. Okay, sharp is actually of no use. So with the content of John Smith. So anything in after the sharp sign is of no use. It's just comment. Okay, so name is called that, and then I do have an age equals 13. So this one is create an integer variable with value of 13. Okay, and then I do print name colon comma name space age colon age. So I print four things. First print a string this and then separate by comma. Then I put the names value to here, so comma, and then age column here, and then comma, and then age. So 30 will be put over here. Okay. So I have two variable. One variable is string type variable. The other one is number variable. And I print in one line. So let's run this one so far. Run. And it's print out name John Smith. So name is the string, and then put in the variable name over there, and then some spaces and age, and then put in the 13, the variable age over there. So far, okay?
Yeah.
How about Harrison? Are you okay?
Yeah.
If you have questions, must let me know. Okay. How about Titus? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is that too easy for you so far?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. So follow it. Okay. Follow it. Okay. We try to match the standard of the ninth grade high school students level. Okay. That's our purpose. And if you learn it at a younger age, it's okay. But you must pay more attention. Okay. I try to make that. So if you are a little bit advanced, okay, don't worry. We move pretty fast. So later you will see that soon it will become harder. Okay, don't worry. This is chapter 1. So now next one. Okay. So that's the student. Okay, let's actually create another one. Okay. This one let's actually save as this one, let's call it AI. Okay, AI program. So this AI program, I go to here, let's actually do Jensen Huang. Speech transcript. That's as soon as we do NTU's announce. Okay, let's copy a little bit. Okay, so that's as soon as we copy these two scenes, two line of scenes, and then we pass over here. Okay, so it actually is not a string, but we do want to print this string. So you go back to the first line. Okay, it really is too long, okay, for our scenes. So let's do this. Okay, let's do Jensen. Okay, let's do Jensen equals quote. So it started to quote, okay. So there's a single quote is okay. Single quote inside the double quote is considered to be a single quote, okay. But double quote inside the double quote, it will create trouble, okay. So there's a single quote that actually is fine, okay, that actually is fine. Okay, let's see. So it is too long that it cannot fit into one line. So that's it's a trouble. So how can we solve it? So let's assume that we go back to here. We want to make it readable in our editor. So right here, I'm going to put a slash. You go down. Right here, I put another slash. You go down. So right here, I put a double quote. So this slash will extend the line to the second line, and you will be considered to be a big string inside there. Any question?
No.
So right here, you can put a Jensen 2. And same thing right here, Jensen 2. I'm going to change line. So you make the long sentence in several lines, but it is treated as one line. So after that, I do print Jensen, and then I do print without anything. You will print a empty line. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then print Jensen 2. Okay, so basically you print the Jensen and then print another line and then you print Jensen 2. Okay. So that's okay. Let's do wrong module. Wrong module. Okay, you print up this. This is slow. I'm sorry. Something wrong. Oh, you come back. Okay, something wrong. Let me run one more time. I'm not sure. I cannot see it, but click OK. So good thing about this idle is that you can check the result in the same environment pretty quick. Okay. Any questions so far? So this one's a long line. When you have a long line, you do slash. Okay. I'm sorry, not this one. Any questions so far?
No.
No. Okay. Right now, no question. Let me do one thing. Okay. You may want to play around the program. Okay. So right here, let me go to okay, so right here, let me go to here, attach file. Go to here, go to this one, go to here, go to here. Let's attach this 3 file to you so you can download and run it by yourself in your local environment. Okay. Again, you download, and if you want to run on idle, you can do import AI. Okay, that will run the program that I just have written. Any questions so far?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How did you can you repeat again? How did you call up idle shell, like the page you're on, this one, like the page you're on right now?
It's always on.
No, right. How did you like call it up?
Call it out. I actually have this program. When I run, it will show up in here. Just run module right
Oh.
here. Run module. Yeah.
Will it automatically pop up?
You automate. It's always there. You never go out.
Oh, okay.
Idle never go out. And idle is always there. Whatever we done is still there. It never quit. We never quit, right? We do this, everything is still there. We never quit this environment. It's just that we open a new file to put this Jensen program there.
But like I kind of forgot how you originally opened up like the one with the results.
Originally, we double click on idle here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So after class, you need to practice more. Okay. You need to follow the video, do it by yourself, one after another, doing whatever I have done. Okay. So that's the best way to pick up.
Okay.
Okay. So that's that. That's actually is idle. And okay, we do know about variable now. So now next one is let's see. Let's look at the slides. So we do know this change line. We know it already. Okay, this one. Okay. So if you have multiple line putting onto one line using semicolon, that will work. Okay. So this one is demo in a different example. So this one student. Let me save as. Let's save as student 2. So student 2, I don't like this. Okay, let me delete it. So I put a semicolon. I don't like this. I put a semicolon, and then I combine 3 lines together using semicolon to separate it. That actually is fine. So same thing, this one, I'm going to run module and save. It will still work. It's the same as you put them into 3 lines. Any question?
No.
So 3 line, you separate it by semicolon, you can put them into one line. Okay? This is the power of the semicolon. It's a little bit different from the semicolon in Java or other language, but you can connect line using semicolon. Okay? So that's that. These are very basic part. So indentation, okay? Indentation is the Python use indentation to decide the block of a program. Okay, so this one usually is, okay, let me create another one. This one, let's assume that we are going to deal with as a save as first, okay. Open a new one, let me call it temperature. Okay, so this is temperature program. So let's do let's do C equals, let me see, what do we want to do? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's do input, enter temperature in C, in degree C, okay, Celsius. And we do T string, temperature string, okay? Now enter, you will get this one is to get input in string format. And after that, you can convert it to temp equals int of temperature string. This one is converting a string to an integer. Okay? Then we do Fahrenheit equals temperature times 1.8 plus 32. This one calculate the temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay. Then we do print temp you accidentally deleted, you use Control G to cover it back. Okay, so temperature temp C is comma F. Okay. Okay, this one save and run. This input will ask for an input and it will become a string. Okay. Oh, I'm missing a comma. Okay, not a problem. Let's do it one more time. Oh, I'm missing another comma. So run module and okay. So you would enter a temperature in C. So let's do 76. And you say 76 degrees C is 98.1 degree F. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So basically this one you learn how to get input, how to convert it to integer. So input is a string format. When you get from the enter part, and then you need to convert it to integer. And then you calculate for the degree F and you print now. Any questions so far?
Can you show the diagram again?
Which diagram?
The drawing of the converting to string to integer.
Okay, one more time. So basically, you have a keyboard. You enter, it become a string, right? T string. And this string, you actually convert it by a function called integer converter, right? Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Mhm.
And then this integer, you store it in temp. And then you calculate temp to create a F, the degree F. So right here, the temperature will be printed here, your F will be printed here.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Let me copy this picture for you. So later after class, you can take note, okay?
Okay.
So extra writing, I usually take a picture. If you don't have a picture, you can ask me, okay? I'll provide it. Any other questions so far? So we do involve some, okay, I don't actually teach you the whatever data type and talk about 100 data type, okay? I don't do that right now. I'm just giving you a real example. So you know that how to do program step by step, okay? So we are adding some difficulty from the addition, from the hello, we are adding the more difficult thing, okay? So right here, one thing I don't like is that here I would rather to have a column, okay? Because when we input, it's ugly. There's only a C right here. It's actually ugly. So I would rather to have a column and then type 37 here. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So we would rather to have it. So when you do program, it's not only correct, program need to be correct. You also need to make it readable. Make it readable so your friend, your colleague, your teacher can understand your program. Okay, so don't put them ugly like this. Then you say what the temperature is C37. What's that? I don't know. Okay. So if your program is not readable, that's not good. Okay, that's not even good. Must make your program readable. If your program not readable, so what's the purpose you create a program? Program is provide service for people. Okay. Okay, so that part is done. Oh, indentation. I haven't covered the indentation. Okay, let's do this. So the temperature is fine. Okay, temperature is fine. But this one, I'm going to save it as this one called temperature 2. Okay, I'm going to modify it. So this one, I'm going to rewrite it. This is temperature 2. So getting input, that's fine. I'm not going to use a command anymore. Too much. Okay, this is the second version. I delete these comments. You note it. Okay. So first thing is like this one, we do I have the input. But this one, if I don't create a string, is okay. That's actually okay. So I can put the input like this. And I put them into temperature. Okay, and then I convert it to Fahrenheit. But this conversion, maybe I don't like it because I want to make it reusable. So I want to make it reusable. So I say define function C to F, put T in there. And then you will do F equals T times 1.8 plus 32. You return F. So right here, you call F equals C to F with the T, with the temperature. You put the value of the temperature into the function C to F. So right here, you need to know that call block right here, indentation. Indentation is you need to move four space back. So you consider this whole thing belong to the function. This whole thing belong to the function. You create a function, that function is to convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay? So you create a temperature that's in Celsius, and then you convert it to Fahrenheit, and you print it. So this one, the same function as the previous one, but a little bit different. And also, I'm going to put comments on there. Usually, I put the some comment head in front of everything. Okay, so that become a more like a program style. You have comment to talk about what is inside the comment, inside the program. You define a function, and this function is called C2F. Okay, the function. Okay. Okay. Look like a full-blown program now. Actually, still the same function that 2-3 lines can do, but more systematically done. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
No.
So this one is temperature 2, okay? Okay, let's work on the temperature 3, okay? Temperature 2, I'm not happy. So I'm going to demonstrate the functionality of Python, okay? But it would be too hard right now. So later we will expand it again, okay? So don't worry about the loop and function. Loop and function is not chapter 1, okay? Definitely not chapter 1. So we make it reusable, so we don't enter the temperature anymore. We will delete it. Okay, so we'll do for temperature in 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, and then you do column. Okay, column you would have a indented. Indented means that the for loop will come from here to the end of the indentation as well. Okay, that's a code block. And then right here, what we would do is F equals to C to F of temperature. Okay, so this part, if you don't understand, it's okay. Later we'll teach you. Okay, so don't worry about this portion. But I'm going to put it over here. Okay, so you will run for 0 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree. Okay, and this is temperature 3. So this one is not covered yet. Okay, don't worry if you don't know how it works. It's okay. We will talk about it later. So just to show you that the program that we develop can be extended for these. Any question? Any questions so far? So what I'm trying to say is that function would need an indentation, loop or also need an indentation. So at this moment, you just need to know how indentation work. You create a code block, and then the function is defined there. You create a code block, and the loop is defined there. As for what is a function and what is loop, later we'll talk about it, okay? Don't worry about that power portion. Let's just make code reusable, okay? So comment, we talk about it already. Multiple line. You can put multiple line comment with quote, 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 okay? So right here, if you want to put more comment, let's do this Jensen Huang second, okay? So this AI, okay, so let's save us. This one, let's call it AI2, okay? So this is another way that you make a multiple line comments or string. If you don't do this one, you don't do this. Okay, I'm going to work on it as a comment. So let me do quote, 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 okay? That's a comment for multiple line, okay? This one, I don't run it. I just keep it this way. This whole thing is a string. Okay? And it do nothing. So let me save and let me run. AI2, okay? Nothing happened because the whole thing is a comment. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, so that is actually, if you need a multiple line comment, you can do quote, 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 something there, okay? Get input, you use input function, okay? You use input function. So let me try different way, okay? So this one, I'm going to create a new file. So this file I'll save as, I'm going to call it circle. So this circle, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do input, enter the radius. So outside of input, I'm going to convert it to float. That's for floating point. So I'll call this a floating point number as a radius. So this one, enter the radius as a string. Then convert it to a floating point number. Okay, so what is the floating point number? You do have a 3.14152 6. Okay, whatever. 15926. Okay, this is your pi. You multiply by 10, it becomes 31.4. You divide by 10, you move back to 3.14. So the decimal point is floating. So we call it floating point. So it's a float. And floating point is also known as real number in math. Okay, it's also known as a real number in math. So in this way, we enter the radius and we convert it to a radius variable. Any questions so far?
No.
How about Stephen? Are you okay? Hello, hi Stephen, are you okay? Hello, you may mute yourself. How about Lo Ying? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you create a radius, then you want to calculate area. But before we calculate area, we assign pi from 3.1415926. Okay. And then we calculate area. So the area is equal to pi times radius times radius. Okay, and then we actually print the area of a circle with radius of radius is area. Any questions so far? So that one will calculate area for a program, okay? Go. So radius, let's do 2.0. Any questions so far?
No.
No? So this is how to calculate area. So you get input from here, okay? Now another one, okay, another one. Let me actually create another one, new file. So here I'm going to do A equals input. Okay, enter a value. And then here I use eval. I don't use integer. I don't use integer. I don't use float. I use eval. Then I print type of A. Okay, simple script. So this one, let's call it eval1.py. So eval means evaluation. Okay, means evaluation. So right here, I'm going to run it. So if I enter ABC, ABC is not defined. Okay, so let's do it again. Let's import this one called eval1, enter value 3.4. It will evaluate to a 14-point number. Okay, so eval. So let's do import eval1 one more time. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me run it one more time. Okay, so let me run it one more time. Here I'm doing 3. 3 will become an integer. Is that okay so far? So eval function will evaluate to the proper format. But usually I prefer you to use integer or floating point. Is that okay so far? It is a little bit safer. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
So that's getting input, okay? So you can use input to get a string. You can get, and some string inside the input function is the prompt message. You show people what you should input, okay? And then integer will convert it to integer. So you do, let's try draw another diagram, okay? Okay, so let's try to draw another diagram. So you do have a string. You can use an integer to convert it to an integer. You can also use a float to convert it to a floating point. But you can convert it back to string using str. You can also convert float to integer using integer function. So the function is used to convert the data type from one type to the other. Okay, is that okay so far? Any questions so far? So let's go back to here to the idle. Let's go back to idle. I'm going to close this different file. Too many now. So go back to idle. So here I do have a equals 3. Okay. Then I can have a string equal str of a. So print a str. Print actually type of.
Dr. Chow,
Yes.
we cannot see your screen.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. I'm still on whiteboard. Sorry. So far, okay. A equals 3. So I convert the string to the data integer to string. It becomes a string. And I print a string. That's a string 3. It's not data 3. And then I type a string. It's actually a string type. So I can also do this. I can also do a floating point f equals 3.44. Then I do f string equals string conversion from f to string. So I do type of the f string is a string. Then I go f2 equals floating point conversion from the f string. And then you do type of f2. It will become a floating point number. Is okay? So you just put the data type name as a function, and you will convert data from one type to the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, how about Titus? Are you okay so far?
Yeah.
So these are conversion for data type, okay? These are conversion from one type to the other. So today we talk about data type, okay? Okay, so getting input. We are half of it right now, okay, for the chapter 1. Okay, this one, okay, we get it. You can get the input, okay? You can get the input. And then you can display the output. We show you how to display the output already. So today we're up to here, okay? But we are not done yet, okay? We don't go away. Next time we'll talk about complicated data type, okay? And there are several data types. Next time we'll talk about it. Today we just up to here. Now next one we will talk about is a solo learn, okay? So solo learn is for you to actually learn the language by self-practicing, okay? So today we seem to cover many topics. You should be able to go up to, I think you finish it, module 1 quiz should be fine, okay? The pro one, don't go there. That's need to pay money. You don't go the pro one, okay? Any questions so far?
I have a question for the conversion one.
Yes, go ahead.
What are like the uses like after the conversion of the data?
What do you repeat again? What uses?
Yeah, what are the uses for like the conversion?
I don't know. You need to do it by yourself later to find the use of it. You convert to a string, you know the data is a string, you can do whatever string should do. You convert it to integer, you should do actually any type of the integer that you want to do. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
As for what is the use, we haven't shown you. Later, maybe we will show you how to do it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, but at this moment, just know the conversion. That's good enough. Any other question? Any other question? So for the solo learn, you should go to the website, just like what I type, okay? you do solo learn introduction to Python. You go to a web page. Some students already know it, but it's okay. You come to here, you may not get this page. They may ask you to get input. So you log in as a Facebook ID or you log in as a Google ID, that's fine, okay? And then find the course Introduction to Python and you get started from here, okay? And then you go get started, right code, okay? And then there are questions. So continue. This one is called print. So you drag and drop print over here. I'm sorry. Okay, and check. Okay, something like that. Okay, so keep practicing it. Any question? And coding back will be after this. You finish the solo learn part. So solo learn, where should you go? I would say from beginning to module 1, module 2, module 3, until control flow, until working with this native function. So basically you finish everything. You got a certificate, okay? And we will let you go to the coding bed, okay? Any question? But this time, just finish the module 1. I don't want to overstress you. So this week, you just need to finish your module 1, okay? And then get the chapter 1 homework done if you have time, okay? And we are not done with the data type yet. We will go to data type next week, okay? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, today I'm a little bit faster than normal. Okay, so we just 9:30. Okay, I'm a little bit faster. So in the middle, if you need a break, say 1 hour, you need a break, you can let me know. Okay, I sometimes forget. For student who is younger, they need more break to get concentration. So if you need a break, let me know. I will actually usually break at 50 minutes or 1 hour. Okay. And we usually have 5-minute break or 10-minute break and we will come back. Okay. Sometimes I'm not that, I'm tired by myself as well. I will also need a break or I need to go to the restroom. Okay. So I need a break. So if you need to go to the restroom, let me know. So I know that you are wrong. Okay. Any question?
Oh, no.
Okay, if no question, that's it for today right here. Okay, we are a little bit faster today, but after class, watch the video, make sure you understand everything, take notes, okay? And then if possible, you run the code or do coding in the same way that I did it, okay? Repeat it one more time, that's the best, okay? And then if you don't know something, let me know, okay? But the video I'll create it later today, and then usually you can watch it, jumping the limits. Okay, you don't need to go the regular speed. Okay, you can jump back and forth to find the section you want to read. Okay, that will help you. And then homework, you are expected to do it. Okay, when we finish chapter 1. Okay, and then. And then the coding back, we will do it when you finish the first 4 chapters. You know how to do complete coding. We will start coding back, okay? And right now you need to work on a solo learn to help yourself, okay? Any questions so far? And what? Titus, you
Sorry, how do you log into EC Academy?
EC Academy? I already give you the information. You told me you try already.
Oh,
Okay, so you go to moodle.eco24.com and then you choose the course that you have. Usually you need to log in, so you need to log in, provide your login credential, and after that you pick the course you want to go to. Okay. So if I log out, you click this login, and then this password and username and to log in, and your login credential I already sent you. Okay, and you check already, so you have to figure out where they are. Okay, if you still cannot find it, let me know. Okay, but basically you have it right now. Okay.
Okay.
Any other question? For a student who is auditing this course, you have no responsibility to finish the homework in this course. Okay, up to you. You want to submit, I'm happy, but you don't, it's okay. You are auditing. Okay, we don't force you to do it. Okay, and this course is really much faster than the Friday course. Okay, so it's a separate, different level over the course. This one we expecting you are high school student. Okay. Okay, no question. We are up to here today. Thank you. See you next time. Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.